the shadows of the old ghost town, under a blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay buried, secrets that the dirt won't hide. Wind moans through the chapel's broken spine, an unholy serenade, echoes of a train whistle, like ghosts of the love we betrayed. Beneath the lost love lies a heart turned to stone, underneath the silent desert where I wander alone, cursed by the whispers of the love that we burn in this haunted wasteland. No lesson was learned. Once held you in the moonlight, now shadows twist where you stood. Beneath the oak in forgotten graves, it's understood. You whispered of salvation with a dagger behind your smile, left me with nothing but the vengeance simmering wild. Beneath the lost love lies a heart turned to stone, underneath the silent desert where I roam alone, cursed by the ashes of the dreams we once knew. In this forsaken land, only despair grew. Came upon the burning church, the flames dance with my fury. You lock it in the ashes, the judge and the jury. Smoke rises to the heavens like the prayers of the damned. My heart bleeds not for mercy but the justice my hands demand. Beneath the lost love, a revenant I've become, a specter in the wastelands under the scorching sun. With revenge as my compass, this gun by my side, I'll find peace in the shadows where the restless spirits bide.
Town where the sun forgot to rise, dusty boots echo neath stormy skies, whiskey bottles litter the barren streets, ghostly whispers the desert deceives, train whistle moans a lonesome cry, in the distance a church bell dies. Footprints lead to a tale untold. In the silence, the dark takes hold. The devil's dusty boots, walking mile by mile. Every step a story of betrayal and guile. Through cursed lands and broken trust, every heart turned cold, every dream to dust. There's an old saloon where shadows play, forgotten graves where restless spirits lay. He walked in with fire in his eyes, a path of ash where his heart lies. Sins whispered over a fading flame, a lover's vengeance, a dead man's claim. His boots told stories worn and torn, a soul sold, a pact sworn. The devil's dusty boots under the moon's pale light, tracing steps of lost love through the black of night. He walked It's paved with rust, every smile a lie, every touch a mud. In the mirror, the truth comes clear. The devil in those boots, the man in the mirror. With every step, the past screams loud. A heart of stone in a ghostly shroud. The devil's dusty boots, now still in the sand. His journey ends where it began. Acceptance found in the whispering winds, in the dusty boots. The devil's sin. Under a blood-red sky in nowhere town, the sun burns low, ghosts don't make a sound. A bottle of rye in my shaking grip. Memories play like a black and white clip. Tracks run cold through the heart of the waste. Each whistle's a scream, each mile erased. Whiskey and smoke, my comfort, my cloak. In a land of lost souls, I'm a shadow of a bloke. With every sip, I see her face. In the curl of the smoke, her tender grace. Whiskey and smoke, under stars I invoke the tale of a love, now just cinders and choke. She danced through the chapel with fire in her eyes, promises spoken under stormy skies. But the preacher was crooked and the vows were a lie. By dawn it was clear it was a kiss or die. Left her veil in the desert next to my trust. All that remains is dust and rust. Whiskey and smoke veil the pain like a cloak. Her laughter now echoes a cruel cosmic joke. With each burning sip, the past awaits. In the haze of the smoke, my heartache stakes. Whiskey and smoke, in shadows I'm soaked, haunted by love and the words we never spoke. At the edge of town where the old church burned, I faced the ghosts, each stone overturned. The flame in my heart met the cold night air, found nothing but silence, her absence laid bare. whiskey and smoke. They shield, they provoke. In a curtain of ashes I'm hiding my yoke, till the bottle runs dry. In the smoke I'll abide, a silhouette lost to the night's rising tide. Whiskey and smoke, this life's no joke. Bound by the past, in its chains I'll forever choke. Out in the valley where the dead trees whisper, dust rolls through like a lonesome drifter. Moon hangs low, painting shadows on bones. Ghost town echoes with forgotten moans. Old saloons creaking, winds got it speaking of a love once fierce. Now it's just remnants leaking. Whiskey bottle lay shattered, a testament of night, when love turned to betrayal under faint starlight. Lost love and smoke in the air, all is broke. Haunted by the whispers, the promises we spoke. The desert knows my pain with its cursed refrain, burning like the church where nothing remains. There's a tale of a woman with eyes like stormy skies, led me stray with her sweet, deceiving lies. In the back room of the chapel, she swore her heart. By dawn's light, her truth tore mine apart. Through the silence of the prairie, train whistles cry, a soundtrack to the day my heart did die. Left me with the echoes of what used to be, a haunted shell of love gone like smoke on the breeze. Lost love and smoke under a blackened oak, echoes of the fire where all my dreams choke. The wind sings of despair with its chilling affair. In the ashes of the church I find her glare. On this cursed land I stand with a gun in my hand, facing the ghost of the past that I can barely withstand. She's a mirage in the night, a painful burn inside. In the dust storm's heart I prepare for the fight. Lost love and smoke, the past I evoke. This ghost town bears witness to the heart she broke. No more chains in this silent desert rains. In the fading embers glow, I release my pain. Lost love and smoke, let the spirits revoke this outlaw soul from her final cruel joke. As the desert stars peak in solitude, I seek the strength to forgive as the memories leave. In the shadow of the moon, where the dead cacti stand, lies a valley veiled in dust known as the Cursed Land. Whiskey bottles clinking in the grip of ghostly hands, train whistle on a tune that only the lost can understand. Midnight strikes like a solemn bell. In this haunted haven we dance with hell. Echoes of the trade under a spell. Revenge stirs the dust where the dark secrets dwell. A fading town with a church painted in ash. Once alive with a love, now succumbed to a backstabber slash. Silent streets tell tales of a paradise crash. Last prayers whispered, faith cruelly dashed. Midnight strikes, the past unfurls. Among the rubble, the smoke still curls. The wind sings sorrow to the ghostly girls. In their eyes, the flame of vengeance swirls. Here I stand at the edge of despair, facing the ghosts of those who once cared. The truth is sharp as the cold night air. Revenge or forgive, a choice laid bare. Midnight in the cursed land, a tale of dust and bone, where every forgotten grave is a story eternally alone. I choose the path of the weary, let my sins atone. In the cursed silence, I embrace the unknown. Out where the horizon bleeds to the sand, there's a tale carved by a shaky, guilt-ridden hand. Sun-blistered faces and whiskey-stained souls in a ghost town where the church bell no longer tolls. Echoes of footsteps that dance with the sins. Lost voices howl where the dust storm begins. Hear the whispers in the desert wind, secrets buried where the cursed lands grin. A lover's betrayal, a friend's cold goodbye. Only the vultures see where the forgotten lie. These sands of sorrow under blood-red sky, whispers in the desert wind, never die. Yeah. light of a fire that flickers like hope. I recall her smile by the old gallows road. The night they came riding, their shadows cast long. A deal with the devil where it all went wrong. My heart was stolen by her Judas kiss. In the silent desert, it's her ghost I met. Listen to the whispers in the desert wind, fragments of the past on the breeze pen. A trail of vengeance, a shot in the night. Only the moon witnessed our forsaken plight. Haunted by the laughter and the tears we cried. Whispers in the desert wind can't hide. I stand at the crossroads, gun heavy with dread. Her whisper comes softly, avenge the dead. The whiskey numbs the memories, sharpen like thorns. In the desert's embrace, my sworn oath reborn. Now the whispers in the desert wind call my name, echoing the verdict in this lonesome game. With each step forward, my resolution's made. In the dust and ashes, my debts will be paid. Let the sand cover, let the wind sing, for in the whispers of the desert I'll find my peace or bring. This song captures the haunting, lingering essence of a story set against the stark, unforgiving backdrop of the desert, where past deeds and old ghosts refuse to be silenced.
Beneath the roses in the casket, there's a tale that whispers through the deadwood trees, where the moon casts shadows cold and stark. In a ghost town's heart beneath the rusted keys lies a casket crowned with roses dark. A whiskey bottle rolls, the dusty street lies bare. Train whistles mourn beneath the sky so vast. That casket hides the secrets of a love beyond repair, story of a passion that couldn't last. Beneath the roses in the casket lie the dreams that turn to dust. Each petal holds a tale of sorrow, wrapped in betrayal's bitter crust. He was a drifter, she was wild as the prairie wind. Together they blazed like a desert sun. But love that burns so fiercely soon finds its bitter end. Under a blood-red sky their fates were spun. In the silence of a church where vows were once declared, a blaze took hold, the flames kissed the sky. He found her locket in the ashes, realized he still cared. But in the heart of night he heard goodbye. Beneath the roses in the casket lie the dreams that turn to dust. Each thorn's a memory of laughter, fading into darkness like a ghost. On a night when dust storms whispered, he returned to where love died. Stood before the casket under starlight, faced the truths
from which he'd hide. A shot rang out like thunder, vengeance called his name. The desert air carried his ragged breath. Her specter in the wind, calling out in blame as he knelt, defeated, confronting death. Beneath the roses in the casket, he laid down his weary head. Forgiveness or damnation, whichever waits in lands of dread. Each rose a marker of what once could be. Underneath, just shadows set free.
Under a blood-red sky, where the vultures circle high, dust devils dance where the old church lies in ruins. Whiskey bottles clink in the silence of the ghost town. Every wall is a story, every shadow a warning. Echoes from the cursed land, they call my name through the whisper of the train, like a lost refrain. Here under the desert sun, where my sins lie bare, the wind carries my burden, a song of despair. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy night, betrayed by a kiss in the flicker of the lantern light. Her laughter now a memory, fading in the swirling dust. Her vows lie forgotten like a pistol left to rust. Echoes from the cursed land, a haunting plea. In the howl of the night wind, she speaks to me. Bound by blood-stained dreams in these silent streets, every stone tells a story, every echo repeats. By the burning church, I kneel and pray for rain. Wash away her sins, cleanse my soul from pain. But the heavens stay silent, just like her grave, hidden wide in this cursed land. Even redemption has died. Echoes from the cursed land, I embrace the fire. Alone outlaws lament, strung on rusty wire. Let the desert claim me,
this forsaken land.
Streets echo with old forgotten claims. Whiskey bottles lay thrown by the church's burned gate. A tale of betrayal and a devil's fiery hate. Oh, the devil's hand, cold and unkind, finds the back of those who've left love behind. In the silence of the desert under a blood-red moon, with shadows, singing a vengeful tune. Now there once was a lover, fair-haired and true, whose heart was stolen in a night of dew. But the lover's promise was a whispered lie, left in a grave where only crows dare fly. Oh, the devil's eyes, like burning coals, seek out the sinner to claim their souls. Through dust storms howling like a train's lonesome cry, he counts each betrayal under a starless sky. The devil's curse echoing without a sound. Forsaken hearts, now heed my call. Revenge be mine, justice for all. Close, oh, ye carrying sin. The devil's revenge, it sure will begin. In the cold night air, with every step you retrace, you'll meet your fate in this cursed silent place.
Of a ghost town where shadows conspire, rattlesnake winds whisper sins of the choir, dust devils dance where the church used to stand. Whiskey bottles lay cradled in the devil's own hand. There's no mercy in the last ride, under blood-red skies. Haunted trains scream old truths and lies, forgotten graves, the tales they confide. In this cursed land, even brave men have died. Her love was a chapter in a universe perverse. She betrayed with a kiss, left me cold on the floor. Now her silhouette haunts every saloon swinging door. No mercy in the last ride. Vengeance rides with me. Heartbeat sings with a horse's bleed. Echoes of love, sharp and untied. In the silence of the desert, a lone soul cries. At the crossroad, under the dying sun's glare, faced my betrayer, found her despair. Guns drawn at dusk, eyes like the sea storm. Two shots in the dark, our fates transform. There was no mercy in the last ride. Dust settled on bone. Echoes of justice in a sinner's moan. Riding away, heart empty and wide, in lands with no mercy, the past won't hide. With every strum of the guitar, in each haunting note, the song invokes a dark. Relentless journey through a land marked by loss and revenge. Fitting the load, weathered voice of a storyteller etched by the desert's harsh truth.
Out where the horizon bleeds onto dusty plains, a ghost town sleeps under a cursed sky's rain. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of the dead, echoes of betrayal where false vows were set. The wind carries whispers, a train's mournful cry. Beneath the black sun, only shadows dare to fly. Gone with the black sun under shadow the silence confessed. My heart beats a dirge in the deep wilderness. She was a flicker of light, swift to ignite. In a chapel of dreams, set the world all right. But the flames rose wild, ate through sacred walls. Her laughter turned to ash when darkness called. Through the smoke she vanished, left nothing behind. Only a specter of desire and a man resigned. Gone with the black sun, under its curse I dwell. Haunted by a fire and the tolling of the bell. Here in this void, amid the dust and the rust, my soul is a shadow, trailing the lost. I faced the devil at the crossroads at midnight strike. Handed him my sorrow for a chance to rewrite. But vengeance is a journey on a road with no end. With every step taking more of me, it rants. Gone with the black sun, with revenge my silent partner. I wander these barren lands, ever the lone charter. To the ends of the earth, under skies so stern. For her the lost love, forever I yearn. So here's to the outlaws, with hearts turned to stone. May the black sun guide you through the deserts you roam.
Out in the shadow of the hangman's tree, where the wind whispers low, cold and free, dust devils dance on a barren plain, and the sun bleeds red like an open vein. Old whiskey bottles clink in the ghost town breeze, echoes of laughter lost in the freeze.
Where the undertaker's hymn waits, underneath the silver moon's cold gaze, there lies a heart that no longer beats, in the land where vengeance and sorrow meets. Hear the train whistle moan through the cursed night, where the undertaker's hymn waits, we find the light. A tale of betrayal by a lover's hand. She vanished like smoke into the wasteland. Her memory haunts every whispered wail in the chapel ruins where shadows prevail. The preacher spoke of sin as the church burned bright. Another soul lost to the desert night. Where the undertaker's hymn waits, life fades as quickly as the rusty gates creak. In the silence of a forgotten grave lies a cowboy whose heart was betrayed. Hear the coyotes cry to the hollow sky, where the undertaker's hymn waits, the spirit sigh. Stand at the crossroads, gun heavy in hand. The sky splits open over cursed land. Echoes of the past, they rise and swell, caught between heaven and the fires of hell. The truth sharp as a knife cuts deep and clear. Her ghost in the moonlight, ever near. gunslinger lies. Let the dust settle where it may. In this silent desert, I'll find my way. Echoes from the burning barn, down where the sagebrush meets the blood-red sky. There's a barn that burned under the raven's cry. Whiskey bottles lay scattered with the ash. Each ember tells a tale of love and a backstab clash. Echoes from the burning barn, they call out in the night, singing songs of what's been done in the pale moonlight. A heart torn apart by deceit and a lying tongue. Now all that's left is the shadows and the songs unsung. It all started in a ghost town under a silent star. She was like a desert rose, wild from afar. But the preacher's son had a devil in his eye, promised her the world, gave her the lie. Train whistle blew a mournful sound when he broke her heart. She watched from the dusty ground as her world fell apart. From the burning barn haunt the desert wind, a tale of a love so cruel and a sin wrapped in sin. The desert knows her pain, the storms are desperate cries underneath the endless sky. Even the truth died. Tear-stained note stood inside the flames, her sorrow in the smoke. Faced the man who turned her heart into a cursed land. In the blaze she found her peace, revolver in her hand. Echoes from the burning barn, now quiet in their rage. She found her revenge in the fire she did engage. As the dawn breaks clear over lands that God forgot, only scorched earth remains and a love that time will not. In the valley where the shadows mingle with the dirt, where the wind whispers stories of the herd, ghost town spires under moonlit ballet, dance over graves no crosses could stay. Whiskey bottles clink like a lonely train's call, echoing through the streets of a forgotten squall. Here in the ashes I sing my cold song, where bleeds into wrong. The past is a shadow burning long and tall in this cursed land under the raven's call. She was the fire flickering in a sinful night, heart full of rapture, eyes wild with flight. But love turned to dust in a betrayer's embrace. Her silhouette haunts each forgotten place. A church once stood prideful and unswerved, now just charred wood, justice undeserved. Here in the ashes I sing my cold song, where right bleeds into wrong. The past is a shadow burning long and tall in this cursed land under the raven's call. Underneath the stars I met my old foe on the silent desert where the bitter winds blow. Words as sharp as a coyote's mournful cry. We drew our sins neath the judgmental sky. Here in the ashes, alone I must stand. The gun still smoking in my trembling hand. Revenge or mercy, the line fades to gray. In the dust of the dawn I'll find my way. Here in the ashes I sing my cold song, where right bleeds into wrong. Out where the horizon bleeds in the night, dust devils dance with the devil's delight. Whiskey bottle empty, laid by my side. Echoes of train whistles, ghosts that won't hide. Buried in the black sun, under cursed sky, graves without markers where the lost souls lie. Heart full of vengeance, eyes burning red, living among shadows, dead man's dread. Used to be laughter in this old ghost town, now just the silence of dreams burned down. Love turned to ashes, church set ablaze. Ain't nothing left but these end of days. Buried in the black sun, fate's cruel hand, walking through ruins of this forsaken land. Once sought redemption, now seeking blood in the whispers of sandstorms and the flood. Met her gaze across the fire's glow. Betrayal seared deeper than she'll ever know. My heart was the price the desert had thrown. Revenge stirs in the bones I call my own. Buried in the black sun with spirits of the old. My story's written in the stars, bitter and cold. Till vengeance finds its way under the moon's run, I'll be haunting these lands, buried in the black sun. This song captures the spectral ambience of a man tormented by past betrayals and fueled by a relentless quest for revenge, set against the backdrop of a desolate, cursed western landscape. I'm too lost for sunlight's grace, where shadows cling like widow's lace. A whiskey bottle lays falling in the sand beside the church where no bells stand. Train whistles moan through dust storms cry, echoing souls that don't dare to die. Hear the whispers in the silent grave, secrets of the hearts no one could save. Underneath the moon's ghostly wave, the silent desert keeps the betrayed. Old photographs and rusted locks, silent streets where time forgot. A lover's promise turned to deceit, led to a heart's bitter defeat. By the gallows tree they made their vows, in cursed lands beneath sorrow's cloud. Hear the whispers in the silent grave, secrets of the hearts no one could save. Beneath the stars' cold distant gaze lies a love that time will not erase. In the chill of night he stands alone, facing the past his sins now known. Ghostly fingers trace the lines of his face, forgiveness lost, no saving grace. A whispered sorry to the wind as the specter of revenge begins to grin. Listen close to the silent grave where echoes of revenge softly crave. Amidst the dust, a soul set free. In the desert's heart he finds his decree. Whispers linger where life has strayed, in the silent grave where debts are paid. Out where the hollow winds whisper sins, past the chapel where the fire took the saints. There's a trail lit by the ghost of a lantern's glow, where whiskey bottles mark a path only the cursed to know. Each step a memory, each shadow a tale of woe. Where the lantern path waits, so do the bones of fate. Under the moon's cold watch lies a story unspoken. The cries of the night, they know my name. Lost love's echo and the winds that never wane. The dust remembers a stride of forsaken boots, through silent towns with boarded saloons. There's a flame that burns in a lover's scorn, and a man with a heart from which all warmth is shorn. Promises like tumbleweeds, gone as soon as they're sworn. Where the lantern path waits, silent gates, past forgotten graves, where the love once bloomed. Here lies the dust of dreams decay, on cursed lands where we once prayed. In the valley of shadows shadows I met my fears, face to face with the years and the salt of my tears. A showdown with the ghost in my mind, where the past and present are cruelly entwined. I reach for my gun as the night resigns, where the lantern path waits. I settle my scores with the ghost of my love and the wars of my remorse. The stars witness my sins in this desolate expanse. I walk alone, gave the devil his dance on the lantern path. There's nothing left but to advance.
Out where the wind whispers secrets and sage, through the ghost town where shadows wage long wars in silence under moon's cold light. I ride this cursed land through the blackest night. Old church bell tolls for souls it can't save, a symphony for the damned in a forgotten grave. Raise your glass to the sky, let the whiskey preach, as dust storms dance with a sorrow no man can reach. This is the last ride waltz under a new set tide. Spurs cut deep, heart bleeds, fading out of sight. She was a flame-haired beauty with a serpent's kiss, promised eternity in a bed of bliss. But betrayal burned hotter than a desert sun, found her lies twisted fast as a smoke-filled gun. Now every train whistles a mournful cry for a love lost life, a too quick goodbye. Town too dead for the dead to roam. I found her locket, returned to the home we'd known. My heart ached raw, but my path lay clear. Revenge or mercy, the choice was mine to steer. So here's to the roads where old ghosts dwell, to the tales of vengeance that cowboys tell. This last ride waltz with the devil I dance in the dust of what was. I take my final stand. In the heart of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, where the dust lies heavy and the old crows fly, a lone church stands, its bell silent and cold.
Here lies the tale that's seldom told. By forgotten graves, shadows begin to swell. A gunslinger's past with a story to tell. Whiskey bottle emptied by his worn leather boots. A map to damnation on the root of his roots. Oh, the desert sings of the souls unwept, whispering secrets that the old winds kept. Guns blaze in silence, hearts turn to stone in the cursed lands where the lost are known. Once loved a beauty with eyes so wide, promises made under stars they piled. Betrayal came on a hot dust storm's breath. She lay cold as the gun sang the song of death. From town to town under the outlaw's moon, chased by a past that would catch him soon. Train whistles moan through the night's embrace, each stop a reminder of his fall from grace. Echoes of gunshots over the plains, whispering secrets, old pains and chains. Fire in his veins, revenge, a bitter friend in the silent deserts where all roads end. Church, flames licking high, burning his sins under God's own sky. Face to face with the man in black, in the mirror his reflection cracked. Desert sings of the soul set free, cursed by the land, as blind as can be. Guns holstered forever, in silence he'll roam in the cursed lands that the lost call home. The desert wind whispers, let the past be, for the cowboy rides where the spirits flee. In the haunted silence, the gunslinger's ballad played, a tune for the heart where vengeance stays.
Out where the whiskey whispers past the dried up river's edge, ghost town shadows stretch beneath the moon's pale pledge. Silent desert cries under a starlit curses sky. A lone train whistle moans a song, old and high. No mercy in the revenge, this heart's turned to stone. Vengeance right beside me, through the night I roam. The bottle's hollow echo, the only friend I've kept on a path of retribution. Through the tears I've wept. Once loved a girl as wild as a storm above. Betrayed by a kiss, I lost my peace, my love. Whispering winds carry the scent of traitors' blood, burning church in the distance, lost in the flood. No mercy in the revenge, shadows call my name. Every step on this parched land stokes the flame. The bottle's broken dreams lie scattered in the sand, cursed by the memory, gun heavy in my hand. Now face to face with the devil in the dusk embrace. His eyes a mirror of my soul's dark forsaken place. Words are worthless here, in the silence we confess the deeds that bind us tight to this desolate wilderness. No mercy in the revenge, destiny's cruel design. Forgotten graves whisper of what once was mine. As dawn breaks